Gosh, we're such giant fans of you guys. Thanks for wearing the shirt,
Thanks
by the way.
Thanks for the shirt. This is awesome.
You're a good man. I gotta say, Team America. I was so mad that you didn't get nominated for any Oscars for music.
So were we.
I mean, that's some of the best. The theme song alone, I'm So Ronry. I mean, they're phenomenal songs. I was just mad at the Academy.
Can you imagine if Trey had to get up and sing I'm So Ronry at the Oscars?
That'd be phenomenal. I just think you were gypped that year. But I think the next logical move in my head would be a Broadway musical.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we've been forcing our way into musicals the entire time. I mean, we did a movie in college called Cannibal the Musical, and that was sort of the first thing we did together.
Yeah.
And then we made this movie Orgasmo that was supposed to be a musical, but they wouldn't let us put music in it. And then
we should have made that a musical.
That's the bummer. That's the bummer.
Such a bummer. That
music.
We finally got Paramount to do a South Park movie, and we're like, we're going to make it a musical. And they're like, oh no, don't do that.
Oh my God.
But we did that anyway.
And you got nominated for an Oscar for that one.
Yeah, but I lost to Phil Collins.
Ah, man. What did you lose to in the air tonight?
No, I lost to You'll Be in My Heart. You'll be in my
Everybody,
heart.
you know that song. Nobody knows that song, unfortunately.
Remember that song?
No, I don't remember that song. I do remember Blame Canada, though.
Right.
So how did you go about just going into making a musical? You just saw one that was funny. You go, we can do this.
When we were actually in New York having meetings when we were in production on Team America, and somebody told us there was this puppet musical on Broadway, Avenue Q.
It was fantastic.
It was great. So we went and saw it, and we loved it. And we went out with Bobby Lopez, who co-wrote it, after the show. And he kind of like looks up, for some reason, he's a few years younger than me and Trey, and so he looks up to us like we're elder statesmen of the industry, and he goes, what should I do with my career, you guys? And we're like, well, what do you want to do? He goes, something about Mormons, like a musical about Mormons. And we were like,
we love Mormons.
Yeah, what? It was like the only other person in the world who's into Mormons and musicals, you know? And so in that moment, we just kind of said, let's meet about this and let's try to come up with something. That was 2004. Yeah. So that was 7 years ago, and we finally finished
We put a lot of hard work into it.
Yeah, we've actually worked 7 years on this.
This is the hardest we've ever worked on anything, actually, in our life.
Really? Yeah. I mean, it's getting crazy rave reviews. Are you surprised at the reviews? I mean, everybody is saying this. It's phenomenal. They say it's hilarious. The songs are actually great songs. It's an actual great play. I'm like,
are you that surprised?
I just got Botox over the week. I look surprised about everything I say. No, but I mean, were you surprised?
I mean,
I'm a little surprised.
I mean, yeah, and it's really great. I mean, it's gratifying to like work on something for so long and you finally put out in front of people and they get it. You know, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, when someone gets the joke.
Well, and the great part too is that we're actually getting some Mormons coming, and we can tell because there's parts of the show that really only a Mormon would get.
Yeah.
or an ex-Mormon or whatever. And so we're always back there at the back of the house while the show's going on, and you'll hear them, like, there's a part where we quote Abinadi, and you hear the Mormons going, oh, that was Abinadi. That was Abinadi. We're like, oh, the Mormons over there.
There's a Mormon prophet, Abinadi.
Yeah, I would not get
and we
that
quote
reference.
him. That's
now
how
we will,
obscure
though,
it
when we
is.
go see it.
Yeah.
But are they reacting good as well, Mormons?
Yeah, well, it's a pretty select group of Mormons that will actually even come to the show. So, but of those, they seem to really like it.
Yeah. That's wild. That's fantastic. And why Mormon? Are you just obsessed with Mormons?
Yeah, well, they're just awesome.
Yeah. And we grew up in Colorado, so we're kind of from Mormon country. You know, we knew Mormons growing up. And Mormons and musicals seemed like about an inch away from each other. Yeah, they always kind of seem like they're about to burst into song, you know.
And that because I grew up really loving the classics like Rodgers and Hammerstein musicals, and I always loved how happy and optimistic and they were. And I was like, oh, nobody's like that anymore except for Mormons.
Wait a second. Mormons have got something. This is kind of awesome. Yeah. So then you did it, and then you preview it somewhere, or where did you? I guess here in New York. I guess,
we did workshops for like 5 years.
And how come you didn't go with puppets? You went with humans in this one.
Because that's a good question. Why didn't we do puppet? Yeah,
I guess Team America. I guess.
Yeah, Team America almost killed us. We swore we'd never work with puppets again. And, you know, and like the way a musical, the way this whole process is, it's a lot different than what we're normally used to, which is us two sitting in a room with computers and cutouts of Cartman and doing that. You know, this is it. We're working with like a great cast of consummate artists, and when you're writing for the stage, you kind of need you're writing for certain people, and like Josh Gad and Andrew Rannells, who play the two missionaries. They've become really part of the writing process. You need that. You know, it's very different than us two locked in a room together in LA, like doing this by ourselves.
Yeah, you actually have to get feedback and change stuff.
We had to work with human beings. Yeah,
with actual human beings instead of paper. Yeah, absolutely. I guess so. And you have the soundtrack and all this stuff as well.
We're actually recording the soundtrack this week.
Yeah.
Or something.
Is that the way it works? I have no idea. And then, are you finding there's a bunch of rules? Like, will Broadway not let you say what you want to say? Is there censors?
No, that's what's crazy is for the first time we don't have any of that. Because on Comedy Central even we have, their standards and practices. And with a movie, you've got the MPAA. And with this, for the first time, we've just got a theater and we can pretty much do what we want.
It's like Trey and I rented a theater and we're putting on a show.
That's
and
so cool.
Yeah, other than breaking the law, maybe if we got something, I guess we could do something hardcore enough to get the police after us.
I don't think so. I mean, Spider-Man, they're killing people.
Yeah,
I mean, people they're every night, and they're not shutting it down. So I can't wait to see this. When we come back, we're going to talk a little about South Park, okay? Cool. The Book of Mormon. We'll be back. We'll Trey and Matt when we get back, you guys. Come on. Hey, everybody, we're back with Matt Stone and Trey Parker. And the new Broadway musical is The Book of Mormon, and it's the hottest ticket around right now in New York City. If you come down here, check it out. Go to Restaurant Row, the theater district.
Yeah, it's pretty great doing theater.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Do you dig it? How long have you been here now in New York?
It's so awesome to be in the same room as people laughing at the stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we're just so used to, we get the stuff done and then we're just go to bed.
Yeah,
and then we read on the internet next day, people go, oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
But I was like,
this is instant gratification.
Yeah, it's
and
nice
you also know what jokes don't work.
Yeah, right, when we cut them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, or tweak them or do
it's
whatever.
terrifying to be in the same room with 1,000 people as you put on some of the stuff that's in the Book of Mormon the first time.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, God, here it goes. Oh, God, here it goes.
Oh, man, this one's going to tank, and then it doesn't.
Yeah, but normally we have stuff tank all the time. We just don't know because we're at home and you're watching it at your home.
Yeah, and there's no laugh track on South Park.
Exactly.
That you put on.
So it's been terrifying, but it's been pretty cool, too.
I'm so psyched. I cannot wait to see this. It's like the thing I'm really looking forward to seeing. And South Park is 15 seasons? No, 15 years.
15.
How many seasons? Like, probably.
This is our 15th season.
They go one season. It's not like a reality show where you do a season.
No. This is our
15 years.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Did you ever think?
Yes.
Yeah. You did? You knew it.
No, we really thought we got the... we got a call that we got to do, the Comedy Central picked up our little pilot, our show. Yeah. And they're like, they're going to order 6 episodes. We're like, that's so cool. We're going to make 6 of these. Wow. And now we're like, oh, when we made now 223 of them?
Like, oh, my gosh. Yeah. Now, was it true? I always heard the story. I don't know if it's true that George Clooney got some short that you guys made and he sent it around to everyone for a Christmas present, and that's how you guys got discovered?
Yeah, I mean, yes, he did. He sent out a bunch of tapes. We did a tape for a friend of ours named Brian Graydon, who's a television executive, just to send out as a Christmas card, and he sent out like 40 of them, and I think one was probably to George Clooney. And this was back when you had to it was a VCR tape.
Yeah, VHS tape.
VHS tape. Yeah, I mean pre-DVDs even, and people had to copy it tape to tape and send it around.
It was like Jesus versus Santa Claus.
Yeah, Spirit of Christmas. But it was basically that's how it was caught. Was people were like, oh, I saw this really funny thing here. You got to check it out. You got to check it out, and then they'd copy it on another VHS. You take it home and show it.
It's so different than
YouTube these stories,
now.
We sound so old. It's unbelievable. We're like, when we started, people had tapes.
Isn't that crazy, right? We're growing up. But now you have SouthParkStudios.com, which is all the shows. You can watch all of the stuff on there. Yeah. And you're doing a contest now with Comedy Central, a fan contest, the top 15 episodes of all time.
Yeah, picked by the fans.
Picked by the fans.
Whatever the fans say, yeah.
Any surprises, do you think? Or what? Do you have any idea what they're going to choose?
I have no idea what they're going to choose.
Probably all the Terrence and Phillip episodes.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, I always think you don't like the Terrence and Phillips? You don't like them?
No, we love them.
Yeah,
the fans don't. I don't think fans that would be if that's in the top 15, I'll be really psyched.
Oh, really?
So fans out there, please vote for Terrence and Phillips.
No, it was great. I mean, we were talking about it earlier. Everyone's trying to think of their favorite one, and I feel like you guys keep topping yourself every season, where you're like, oh, but that thing was amazing.
Oh,
or, the Guitar Hero thing was amazing. And then it's like, but it never slowed down your show. You never quite jumped the shark.
We actually do work, contrary to...
Yeah, you really do.
Everyone always thought we just kind of got high and went to work and we're like...
But I mean, Cartman, I don't know how many times, I mean, you must hear it like crazy, but it feels like everybody has an impression of Cartman.
Yeah, yes. So do I.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
so do you. Good impersonation of Cartman.
You actually do Cartman.
Yes.
Could you do a little Cartman for us?
No.
Oh, come on. People want to hear it. They love it. They live for it. Just say, can you say this?
Late night with Jimmy Fallon sucks.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
It's hard to get him to do that.
I'm sorry to make you do that.
It's hard to get him to do
Everyone really wants you to do it. I appreciate that. Here's why I really am psyched that we're debuting on our show tonight. This is one of my favorite things ever. You put out an album with a buddy of yours from high school. Here it is. And And it's called Immature, a collection of love ballads for the 80s man. And
this only came up because your producer was saying, you know, was it hard to write songs that were funny? And I'm like, I've been doing that since I was 14. And he's like, oh, really? What was it? And now you've got the tape here.
But I'm so excited. You got to hear some of the songs on this record. It's great. Dead Ballerina. Oh, you. Oh, you is the greatest.
It's the thing you did for French
I know,
Tippin'.
French Tippin'. It's great. I love it. You're not worth the dirt on the lint between my toes. But there's one I really love that's called I Spit on Your Love. And this is you and what's your buddy's friend? We got to give
David Goodman.
David Goodman. You and David Goodman. And you passed these out in high school and sold them, or?
Yeah, we recorded on a 4-track recorder, and we sold them for $5, and we made like $500, so I quit my job at Pizza Hut. And I remember the manager, I told the manager of Pizza Hut, because he wanted an exit interview, and he's like, why are you leaving Pizza Hut? And I said, well, I think I got a career. I was like, we did this thing, and I made $500, and he's listening to me, and I was like, and I want to go to music school, you know, I want to do music. And he's like, sounds to me like you think you're too good for Pizza Hut.
There you go. That could have been a bonus track on the album. I'm too good for Pizza Hut. But here is, is this a national television debut of this song?
Well, no, don't play it.
I want to put, no. You guys have to hear this. This is a track. This is from Parker and Goodman.
I've done a lot of cool stuff.
Here's the debut of I Spit on Your Love. Just a keyboard, really.
Man, I'm so glad I didn't make it out when I was 16.
They're going to play the whole intro.
I love the intro. Is that a slide whistle?
I don't remember. I'm 16.
Oh, come on. It's just like a nice
still music.
This could be videos like a sunset or sunrise.
So you finally come back to me.
They've got cue cards with the words for you.
Yeah.
I remember the day you told me that my love wasn't worth a dime.
It's pretty good.
Now here you are
telling me you want to rekindle our old flame.
Old flame.
I've written a lot of really good songs, people. This is not
one you thought. The love is just a game.
I spit on your love. I spit